Why do we feel like we're worth less if we don't wear brand names? Like, why have we gotten to the point where people compare Android users to iPhone users, as if the phone you own decides your value? It's almost like the stuff you own has become the thing that gives you status and tells people how important you are. So, why does this happen? And why do so many of us fall into this trap? In this video, we're gonna break down the psychology behind it. But before we jump in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get started. For the longest time, people have had this mindset. They've always wanted to show off their social status. And since status had to be seen by other people, they came up with different ways to make themselves look wealthy just to impress everyone else. Back then, some people even wore gold or silver teeth to show they were rich. Or if you've ever noticed, artists used to paint people from the upper class as overweight and very pale. Because back then, that was considered a status symbol. So even today, we still think in a pretty similar way. The only thing that's changed is the tools. Now, instead of gold teeth, we buy expensive designer brands with logos you can spot from across the room. Or we post pictures on social media, showing off the lifestyle we live. So because of that, we started putting luxury brands and the people who own them on a pedestal. You're not just buying a brand, you're buying the status and the feeling we decided was valuable. We ended up tying our self-worth to a piece of metal or even a creepy little doll called Labubu. And because the brain hates feeling less than everyone else, some people end up sacrificing the basics they actually need just to afford things that only look impressive, all for other people's approval. So they'll feel accepted, like they finally belong to the elite crowd. There was this one time I was at a family gathering, and I saw a group of girls around my age. I thought, why not go introduce myself? They completely ignored me. They looked at me like they felt sorry for me, just because I didn't have an iPhone. And I'm being serious. They kept showing off their phones every chance they got, like they'd practically shove them in your face, just to make sure you saw that little Apple logo. At first, yeah, I was hurt. I kept thinking, seriously? Just because of a phone? But after a while, I realized something. People like that are usually empty inside. They don't have much to talk about besides brands, trends, and celebrity drama. Ask them about science, history, or even something that'll actually help them in life. The conversation dies in seconds. Because when someone's whole personality is built around what they own, there's usually not much underneath. So, don't ever let your worth be decided by stuff you own. You're worth way more than that. And if someone looks down on you because of things like that, don't let it get to you. You're better than that. And honestly, their approval isn't going to add anything to your life. Just ignore them. Trying to argue with people like that is pointless. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.